it's about time you're here with me. Thank you very much for joining the show. I have a super cool watch to show you guys today. We've gone through some of the years over the last couple of weeks. We're at 2009 now. And also you're going to see how the box and paperwork have changed from the last few episodes of some of the older models. So this is a 2009 Rolex. They obviously, you can notice that they changed the color now. So they went away from that sort of color combination on the Submariner boxes that I was showing you last time. Now they got to just like this plain sort of lime green color. And have I got a watch for you? So Rolex changed their boxes. They went bigger again, as they have. Got the little wave on top, serial numbers all at the bottom here. I'm going to open this up so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. And so now we've got this weird looking little tissue thing that they've put on top. But we've seen that they've also changed their booklet now. All right, so we've got this here. This in here is where they're going to keep all their instructions. Again, they still carried on their Submariner booklet, which is awesome because I love this booklet. Then they got the instruction booklets, the warranty booklets, factory servicing booklet changed. So they went to that with one of their Cerachrome hairsprings on the front. And then, you know, a little bit about their servicing in there to explain to you there. So, and then from there, we went from punch papers, we went to written or hand papers, and now we've got warranty cards, which I think is really cool. Don't get me wrong, I prefer the punch papers. I just think they look beautiful for the ages of the watches, but now we've got warranty cards. On the warranty card, we've got a client number. That number is where the watch was delivered, like I said with the other punch paperwork. Then we've got a reference number. This one's a 16600. So for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a Sea-Dweller. That's a aluminium bezel Sea-Dweller, not a ceramic Sea-Dweller. And the best thing about this model is its serial number. So it started with a V. Prior to 2000 and I think 10, you could date your Rolexes by the serial numbers. And then from 2010 onwards, you had jumbled serial numbers. So it was really hard to date a Rolex unless you had a warranty card. And on the back of that warranty card would be the date, and that's sort of what year that watch would be. Back then, you could just Google Rolex serial numbers. It would bring up all the years of manufacturing. And yeah, so V-Series dates to 2009. The cool thing about this watch is that it was never supposed to be made. That's the best thing about it. So it was a last minute decision by Rolex. They must have had some parts still left over. And the story goes, don't quote me on it, but the story goes that a V-Series Sea-Dweller, Rolex only made 150 worldwide. So go to the safe. If you've got a Sea-Dweller on your wrist, quickly go check what series it is or what the serial. If it starts with a V and it's 2009 / early 2010, you've done really well. That's a super collectible watch. Very, very rare watch. But not only do I have a very, very rare watch with the V-Series, I have a new old stock Sea-Dweller. I'm talking with my hands because I am half Italian. So I want to show you this. I'm going to put it under the camera. I've still got the bezel protector on it. This is another watch that has never been worn. Same as the Kermit, the F-Series Kermit Flat 4. And all of you who know me and have watched some of these episodes know that this is my favorite model released from Rolex. I think it's the coolest dive watch ever made. Have a look at this. Now, I know you've all seen Sea-Dwellers before, but you haven't seen one like that, with a case sticker, an untouched, unmolested, never worn, with all the plastic V-Series Sea-Dweller. And there we go. That's the case back there. So there's only a couple of models that have had writing ever on the case back. The Milgauss does it, the Sea-Dweller does it, the Deep Sea does it, but all the other case backs on Rolexes are all plain, have no writing on there. Only came with a black aluminium bezel and only, like I said, only 150 made. So, you know, to me, this is an investment. This is something that's very special from Rolex. It wasn't supposed to happen. You know, it was a last minute decision by them to make, you know, the rest of this before they transitioned over to the new ceramic 40 mil, you know, looking one that they did for only 3 years, which is still a lovely watch, by the way. But for me, this is the watch. This is the diver's watch. It does compete with the blank pane 50 fathoms. I don't care what anybody says. Having the integrated helium valve on the side of the case, having that sort of thicker case there than the Submariner, I really love that look. I love how the glass sits just a little bit above the bezel. I love the thickness of the bottom of the case back. This one has all the stickers on the clasp. I mean, yeah. Show me one that you've got like this at home. No one has these. So for me, this is really special. And if you've got a Sea-Dweller and you're a Sea-Dweller fan out there, well done, because I think they're a great watch. The other cool thing that Rolex used to do, which they unfortunately don't do anymore, is when you buy a dive watch, they used to give you this cool green pouch or Rolex wallet. And they just made it out of this beautiful leather, right? They used to give you, only with the Sea-Dweller model, you used to get a dive chart. So a repetitive dive chart that you could calculate all your dives or log all your dives on there and the limits, which I think is just such a cool touch. Especially, that's just showing the client that Rolex are serious about what they're making. This is still a tool watch. This is not a jewelry watch. You know, this is something that they made for a purpose, and I love that stuff. The other thing they did, which is why the Sea-Dweller has always been my favorite as well, is they gave you a Rolex screwdriver. Have a look at this. So there, they have a little tool. That little tool is to push the pins out of the clasp. And if you go to the other side, they give you a screwdriver so you can take your own links out. I mean, surely Panerai got the idea from this, you know, like, and it feels good. It feels strong. It feels sturdy. Rolex meant business when they were making this model. They said, we're going to make the hardest, the strongest dive watch ever known to man. And you know what? They did, and it bloody looks great. I love it so much. So that's the Sea-Dweller. That's the V-Series. Check them out. Jump onto Chrono24. Jump onto the Google. Have a look at them. Read up about them. They are a special watch. And if you're lucky enough to go get one, I'd say grab one. Join us next time. I've got a couple more models left I want to show you, so we're going to do them over the next week or so. Tune in. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.